Good morning, my treasure hunting friends. It's me, Nellie. I have super exciting news. I've done something I've been working on for a while, and I'm sure most of you will guess what it is, and I will share that with you soon. In the meantime, I'm going to take you into the shed. But first, I'm going to introduce myself to my new subbers, so I want to thank you for subbing to me. It's nice to have people interested in what this old boomer has to say. So I am Nellie. I live in a bus with my husband, who is very sick at the moment in hospital, and my four of my grandkids, I have 6 grandkids, 4 of my grandkids live with me permanently, 2 dogs, a cat and a bird, and I'm a full-time reseller, and this is my shed right here. I'm going to take you all in there in a second. Most of you have seen it, but you haven't seen it the way I've just redone it recently. It's getting better. So we're going to go in there, we're going to check it out, and then I'm going to share with you a few other things. I'm going to share with you, a few other things, so stay tuned. So here I am in my shed again. I found my little selfie stick too, so I don't have to get so close to you. I wanted to share my shed and talk about it. I just spent the last 45 minutes. It only took me 45 minutes to do my new shelf. The last one only took me half an hour, the big one. So it only took me longer on that one because I couldn't find the bits. But anyway, it's done. So I'm going to take you a quick tour and show you exactly what it's looking like at the moment. So we're starting at the door. This mess here, this is all my stuff I've got to get folded up and stuffed into a bin somewhere. And all this has got to go to an op shop. This is all the stuff that I was given, and bits and pieces. So not the surfboards, but everything else around it. I've swapped all that from this side where I just put my shelf up. So that was all here. So I've swapped it round to keep my shelves all on one side. As you know, I've decided to keep the shed for my business because there's no way, with all the stuff that I've got planned, I'm going to be able to put my house stuff in here. So the house stuff stays up north until such time as we get a home, which is hugely on the agenda now, especially since my husband's been sick, and I'll talk about that in a minute. We've got Rob up here. I call him Rob because we've got the VH thrifter over in WA who hates the things. He cusses them out every time he finds them, so I call him Rob. He sits up there. And I've got everything in here. I know where everything is. I know what's in them, but I'm going to actually put little labels on each of these just to make sure I don't forget. And I've got space up there for more. And so that was my last shelf. This is the shelf I got the other day because it was on special. Now, all the shelves were on special. That's why I grabbed them. This was only $33, I think. So I grabbed it. If I had have realised I was going to get another shelving system, I probably wouldn't have put this one here, but it's there now and I ain't shifting it, so it's going to stay. And my beautiful doors from my future house are sitting right there. And this is the one I put up the other day. This has got all the clothes and stuff on it, so that's what's there. It's all the clothing, shoes, etc., hats and stuff. And this one has got all the vintage crockery and other bits on it, so I'm not finished sorting that one out, but I will get it sorted soon. There's my rocking chair. My beautiful, it's so comfortable. And my my boxing bag was the last thing I bought before lockdown. Love my boxing bag. Mr. 12 wasn't happy that I took it to the shed, but I did. So we're going down. The books are looking great. Still loving my bookshelf. So neat and easy to get to. And I have sold a few books lately, which is great. And there's my Ninja Turtles. So I was going to actually sit all my Ninja Turtles up, but I haven't yet. I'm going to put them at the front, I think. The ones I'm keeping at the moment. These are the picture frames. I'm going to probably just do a bulk bundle of those to sell, get rid of them out of my way. I'm not going to keep them, I don't think. It's not necessary for me. And this is stuff I have to list as yet. This box here is to all this now. Are you ready for the back room? The back room, I've sort of it's a mess. It's better than what it was 5 minutes ago, but it's a mess. So I've got my tripod setting there. The lighting is terrible. I have actually bought a heap of lighting, which is under there, from a local lady who decided hasn't got the time to do reselling anymore. So I bought a heap of lighting off her and a box of her stuff, which I've got a list. This is all my listing stuff, guys, mostly all my listing stuff. My old table's under there. So I've got to list all this. I've got to list the free truck I got, and I've got to list the basket. Oh, everything in here I've got a list. There's my boxes. I went to the Bunnings the other day, and I bought my shelving, and I was whacking more boxes onto my thing. So I need lots of little boxes for all my little bits. And he turned around and he said to me, "You can only get 6 boxes." And I looked at him, I said, "Are you kidding?" He says, "No, I'm serious." And I'm like, "Okay, all right." And the lady next to come up behind me says, "I'll take 6 for you." So she grabbed some boxes. Good Lord. Anyway, so I grabbed some boxes, and I'll keep grabbing boxes every time I go. I've got the 2 bags of clothing there is all I have out of that 10 bags. So Miss 15's already gone through it. Miss 20 hasn't. And this is, I have not listed my VHSs. I think I'm a bit scared to list them yet because I want to make sure they're working. So they haven't been listed as yet, and this is just bits and pieces. I have got to take 10 photos shortly before I head out. Okay, so that's my, and I'm loving my, this is a pain. It's been a pain, but it's actually quite good. It was left by the last owners, so it's sort of a good resting spot for some of my bits up there. And along there I'm using, this is why I left all this side clear, because the shelving's really good on this side I can use. So yeah, so that's where I'm at the moment. Stay tuned for more, hang on. So, I'm sitting on my beautiful chair. I don't like this peat, this has been painted, so I'm going to cover it over for now. I'm going to do something with it later. So husband, okay, he has been very, very sick. I haven't been able to see him, he's been in isolation, and I am able to take some stuff up to him. He wanted chocolate yesterday, he got his chocolate. I've got to take more clothes for him today. His, he has had a few blood tests, but his pneumonia was really bad. His right lung was filled with fluid, that's his bad lung. I'm sorry, that was his good lung, I think, and his left lung, which is his bad lung, is very scarred, and because he was coughing so much, he was actually coughing up a lot of blood. That has now settled a lot. Yes, he said this morning that he actually slept last night, which was great. But yesterday his temperature was up and it was down, and it was really up high again. And they weren't sure what to do, so they did more blood tests. I will keep you informed later in the video of what's happening with him, and yeah, to let you know. But it's a worry, because I do worry. It's like, I'm concerned for his health. I have been for a long time, and I keep telling him he needs to move more. His back is not good, so he doesn't. He's very sedentary. But he's my housekeeper and he's my cook. So you know, I miss that, because I'm doing. I do it. Don't get me wrong, but he usually does it before I even get a chance to. And cooking is his thing. I just leave it to him. So it's been a lot of just really easy foods since he's been gone. I don't even think we need big foods. He likes to make big foods at night. But anyway, so that's where he is at. He's messaged me, and I'll check it later, and I'll let you know what's happening later in the video, because this is going to be broken into bits. So I just wanted to sit here now and let you know that, and also talk about, I'm not even going to talk about my surprise thing that's coming later in the video, so stay tuned for that. It's not really a surprise to some of you, but it's something I've been working on for a while. But I want to talk about how I've been, like, I had such a really good week last week, and the week before was pretty good. Most of my weeks have been around 250 mark. You know, that's great for someone who's just starting out in a business. I'm fine with that. Last week was a great week, as you know, because of that jersey that I sold. But what I've been doing, I actually have a 9% promotion on all the time, and that's, sorry, not 9% promotion. I've got a 9% limit on showing my ads. eBay takes a percentage, so it could be lower, it could be higher. It's very hard to explain, but if you want to know more, I'm going to try and remember to link down below the two Aussie Thrifters. He put a thing up not long back about how to put your 9% promotion thing up permanently, so it stays there, so your ads get shown all the time, and the max that they charge will be 9%. Okay, so often less, so that can go high. You can have it high if you want to, but that's his advice, and they do really well, so I'm taking his advice. I also want to recommend you all, if you are doing eBay, is to go and look at Raiken Profits. I meant to mention him something else, and I forgot to do it, so I'm going to put his link down below too, because I actually really enjoy watching him and his knowledge and all the other things that he shows to sell. Yes, he is in America, but a lot of his stuff applies to us and how we can do our eBay stores better. Samsung TV is another good one to watch as well. What else have I been doing? I also put a promotion, I put a sale up. I put a 20% sale up on all my items the other day as well. That's why if you saw my Wednesday's video, it showed up, you know, different unusual cents on my sales. So that's what I did as well, because and you can do that for as long as you want. Usually I think it goes for about, I think it can go for a month, I'm not sure, but you can turn it off whenever you want to. So I did that because I need to get sales. I am concerned, like I said, for my husband. Like, if something happens to me, I think he can cope, but if something happens to him, I'm not sure if I'll be able to. I mean, I can't drive the bus, and I can't do a lot of things he can do. Where will we go? I don't know. So all those sort of things have really got me spurred to get things done in the shed in case something does happen. Because yeah, I know I'll be lost, and it is very, very, that's probably why I'm not sleeping. God, I've got to get emotional. It's why I'm not sleeping very well. I don't sleep well when he's there because of his snoring, but I don't sleep well when he's not there because it doesn't feel right, and I am concerned. So last night I woke up probably every hour, checking the time, getting a drink of water, going to the toilet. So I'm really knackered, really knackered again today. trying to get everything done and trying to be there for everybody. Like yesterday was just, and the day before was just taxi. It was just, anyway, today I've got to take kids to Miss B is away, so Mr. 16 wants to go to the skate park, which I'm taking him shortly. So that's where I'm going to finish off my video, probably later in the car. But yeah, that's some of the things I've been doing. Let me just check, because I know there was a few other notes that I took down, just so I didn't, every time I do a video with you guys and I want to tell you something, I always forget. So last night I actually sat down and I wrote notes down so I wouldn't forget. So just about this. Okay, also, while I am, oh, that's exciting news. I've got a 1,000 watch hours. I think that's people watching my videos. It came up last night on my thing. 1,000 watch hours. I've only got 3,000 watch hours to go, and 900, I don't know, I've still got to get 1,000 subs. I'm up to 269 now. That little one's just not happening. It'll happen. I'm doing this on my own. I haven't got anyone sort of helping me out too much with promotions. A few people have, so thank you for that. You know who you are who've done that. Okay, one of the things I want you to say, don't compare yourself to others. I know that with me, I go onto other people's channels who have been doing really well and started way after me, and they're doing really well. It's like so deflating. I have now said to myself, no, this is my channel, this is my life, this is the way I'm going to go. I'm staying on my own lane. Even if I don't ever get to the point where I've got 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, I'm going to still do this because I enjoy doing YouTubing. I enjoy encouraging others, especially other boomers who feel like we're old and we can't do this stuff. Yes, you can. You can. I have got so many plans and so many ideas that I'm going to do, not only on this channel, but also in my reselling business and my life. So I'm going to do that. As I was doing my shed earlier, as I was doing my shed earlier, I'm just making sure I don't miss anything. As I was doing my shed earlier, I always listen to YouTubers, and I was listening to, and I can't think of her name, and she does a lot of pallets. She's in America as well. She does a lot of pallets, like liquidation stock. She does a lot of that. And one of the things she's done, which I've done ages ago, other than some certain items, I have turned off free postage because I just find it a pain. Like if you watched my Wednesday video, you would have seen that I forgot to take it off my jersey. I would have got more money for my jersey if I had remembered to take off the free postage. It's only $9, but the thing is, sometimes I forget to take it off when I'm having a sale. So I don't do free postage generally. Occasionally I do, and very occasionally I do an auction when I'm not 100% sure, like I did on the broken Beswick cattle that I've got up there. I just decided to do that. You'll see all that on Pretty Rusty channel if you want to go. Pretty Rusty Facebook site. My Pretty Rusty channel is, just ignore that at the moment. It's not happening. I'm just too busy on this channel. It's a Pretty Rusty group. Has all that stuff, all my vintage stuff. And House of Eclectic has all my other stuff that you have to go to if you want to get things cheaper than if you want something, go there and tell me it's cheaper than if you go on eBay. And House of Eclectic is my eBay shop too. And the point I was getting to, this lady in America, she's just turned off her free shipping. She's not doing it anymore. She's been doing this for a long time, and she's not touching free shipping anymore. I forget what she said, why. I was too busy fighting with this shelf because I couldn't find screws for it. Anyway, she also said, do not ignore offers. I have had some lowball offers, and I've said, no. She said, don't do that. She said, always counter offer, and I want you guys to remember this, and I will remember it in future, because I just thought, stuff you, I'm not going to take that offer, but I'm going to counter offer. She said she sometimes just counter offers is 1 cent less than she had originally, just because she gets annoyed with them. Don't ignore offers, because if you put I don't accept the offer, it affects the algorithm. But if you make a counter offer, it makes the algorithm better for your store. Okay, so don't ever forget, if someone gives you a lowball offer, always counter offer. I know they're painful, I know they're time wasting, but always counter offer. That's what I wanted to tell you. That's what that lady said. And this is why I listen to things when I'm working, because I always pick up all sorts of tips. I also pick up things that I've got to keep an eye out for. And what I'm going to do is going to keep a notebook with me from now on, so I can write down all these different things that I can share with you that other people have bought and made really good money on. And I've done a bit of that, but not enough. So yeah, and I think the more active you are online on your eBay store, the better. I get up, what I'm going to do before I leave the shed, even though I've got to take kids elsewhere, is I'm going to take photos of 10 items. I try and have 5 to 10 items ready for the next morning. I get up, I have my cup of tea, I'll list 5 items. Then I'll go and check to see if anyone's made any offers. And if anyone's made offers, I'll send them, not made offers. If anyone's watching my items, I'll make them an offer. So I do that a few times, at least 5 times if there's 5 there, but sometimes more, but usually around the 4 or 5 mark. And I also at night time, I'll go and see all my solds that are about, all my listings that are about to end, and I go and end them myself, and then I go and sell similar. And I do that every day. And I think that's helped. Mind you, yesterday was Cricket's Day, and that was the same last week. Last Thursday was Cricket's Day. Today I've already sold something, and then Wednesday afternoon I sold stuff. So just do all those little things which will help your eBay store grow, and keep active on it. At least 5 a day. If it's only 1 a day, that's fine, but keep active on your eBay store. Let eBay see that you're in there pushing buttons and all the rest of it. Do all that. So yeah, I think that's all I want to say about that, and I'm going to see you very shortly. For me, it's probably going to be about an hour. For you, it'll only be seconds. I'll see you shortly with my exciting news. See you then. And so here I am. Not 1 hour later, more like 2 or 3 hours later. Oh, what a day. I had to go pick up the kids, take them to the skate park, go get them food, go to the Woolies to get dog cat food and all the bits and pieces. I bought my husband an orchid to take there. I took it up to the hospital, which I can't visit him, so the wardsman has got to take it down to him. I think he's still asleep because he's not replying to my messages. Then to the post office to drop off stuff that I actually did it for the very first time. I used my printer to print out the address. Ta-da! And paid on through eBay. It was so much easier. It didn't go through properly because I had it on colour, so I'll do it in black and white next time, so I had to manually do it in their thing, but I didn't have to pay in the post office or line up for too long. So that was good. Then I decided these parcels, I have 2 parcels that were missing for ages, and guess what? They arrived. I went to a newsagent's post office to see if they were there, and he says, please do not send stuff here. We are not a proper post office. So I got told. But I found these parcels. I have called Australia Post that many times about them. He goes, oh, I don't know how long they've been here for. And I'm thinking they've probably been there a week, for all I know. Yesterday afternoon I thought about doing it. It was too late in the afternoon, so I checked it today, and it was here. My business cards are here. My other personal stuff is here. My license is not here, so I still have $1,300 sitting in my eBay account, waiting for the day that I actually get my license to prove who I am, so I can get my money out. But I'm going to show you these cards if I can open them, which you've seen really, because you've seen them in, but haven't seen them in the flesh. And I have a feeling I've made an error on them, but we're going to have a look. Hang on for a sec. I'm so glad I didn't try and open them with you, because it took me ages. My trusty little scissors in the car. So my business cards are here. They were fine. I thought they would have something wrong with them, but they're good. So that's the front, and that's the back. And I've showed you in previous videos what they were going to look like. But finally, after, like, Vistaprint is great. You usually get them within 3 days. I accidentally sent the wrong postcode, right address, wrong postcode up north. So they're finally here. I cannot send stuff there anymore. I'm actually going to get a post office box, because I'm done trying to find my mail wherever it goes. So my cards are done, which is awesome. A quick update. I forgot to tell you the update on my husband. He's not well. He's feeling, like I said earlier, he's feeling better than yesterday, but his left lung is now filling up with the fluid, and they don't know what's going on. He's not in as much pain in his upper body as he was yesterday, and he's not coughing up blood anymore, but his left lung is now filling up. So they're going to do more tests over the weekend, and more blood tests and x-rays over the weekend to see how he is on Sunday. He might come home Monday. Yesterday he was going to come Tuesday, Saturday, but now he's saying they're not going to let him out till Monday if he's lucky. So yeah, keep this in your thoughts, guys, because it is very, very stressful, as you know what it's like when you've got someone in the family who is sick. So, but anyway, the good news is not COVID. It's not COVID, so that's awesome. Got to look on the good side. It's not COVID. I know some of you don't believe in COVID. There is something around that is causing issues, but it's not affecting everybody, but it's affecting a lot of people who are dying from something. So anyway, let's not get into that. The last thing I'm here to tell you, finally, I think it's, I'm just checking my list. My book is done. My ebook, my very first ebook, and I've got 2 more in my head to do, possibly 3. 2 books. I actually printed it out yesterday. It's not printed out well because my printer needs to be aligned again, because I've got to pull my printer out of my cupboard every time I want to use it. So it needs to be aligned each time I didn't align it. But it's 32 pages of my ebook. And if you want one, the link will be down below. It is now launched. It is now out there for sale. You can use PayPal or you can use Stripe. So either way, you can buy one of my books. It's $5, and it will help you, hopefully, new and old, just ideas. There are things I wish I had have added. I wish on the back I put some Aussie, listed some Aussie and USA YouTubers that I watch, and I'm kicking myself. I should have filled it with just all you guys who do YouTube. My next book, I probably will do that. I'll put all the Aussie YouTubers. I did mean to put Raiken Profit in here because I really believe that you guys will learn a lot from Raiken Profit. And once again, as I said earlier, it's going to be down the bottom. But that's my exciting news, guys. I have written my first ebook, which took me weeks because of a lot of procrastination and a lot of can I do this and a lot of interruptions and computer issues and all the rest. And yeah, I finished it a few nights ago. 2 nights ago, but then I had to work out how to get it into a system where I can actually sell it, and I worked that out. So that was done yesterday, and I've been holding myself in to not share it with you guys until it was done. So I haven't actually gone through it to check everything's right. There's going to be misspellings, I know that, and it's actually misspellings in the very first page that you go into to buy it. You'll find the misspelling. As soon as I hit the send button, I realized it was there, and there's nothing I can do. There will be misspellings for anyone who's a spelling Nazi like me. I know there'll be grammar issues. I know that, but we're not going to go there. We're just going to be say, yay, she did her book, and I did my book. So I'm very happy, very happy. I mean, it's not professionally done. Like I said, it's my very first time I've ever tried to do anything like this. I'm not technically inclined. Next time I will do a different cover. Now I know how it works within the system. I will do a different cover setting that will, yeah, I could have changed this, but then I would have changed everything inside, and I wasn't prepared to change everything. So that is how it looks on the front. And me, Nelly, the flipping boomer, and next thing I'm working on now, guys, is some boomer shirts. I really want to make, and I know some of you guys are not boomers, but most of you who watch my channel are boomers. I don't care about OK Boomer, but it's going to be OK Junior. I've got some really good idea for shirts, and I hope you guys might like them too. That's my next thing that I'll be launching, and then I'll go back and doing another book. So that was my news. My ebook is done. I hope you guys like it. If you do buy it, thank you. If you like it, let me know. If there's anything I can change in it, please let me know. And once again, I apologize for not adding everybody who has a YouTube, who is an Australian YouTuber, or who follows me in it. I'm trying to keep it all reselling. And yeah, there was things I would change now if I could go back and redo it, but it's too late. But anyway, that was my exciting news, as my ebook is done. So thank you for hanging in there with me. I know a few of you have been waiting for that announcement. It's here. It's done. Go and buy it down there. So that's it for me today. I am really, really exhausted. I've just emptied the toilet. I've got washing to do tomorrow. I forgot to get coins. We're here. We've got our own everything in our bus, but we're not allowed to use our own power. We've got to use their coin-operated machines because they like to make money off us. Like, the money we pay is not enough. We pay a good bit of money. We're paying actually the same amount, like $10 more here than what I actually get for my house that I've rented out permanently up north. It's ridiculous. And I've got to pay for, the power of the washing machine. But anyway, that's all good, because eventually one day I'll be in my own house, and I will just think of it as another adventure of my life. It's what I do. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Lockdown is doing my head in, but you've seen how much stuff I've got in my shed. I've really got to clear all that out before I even think about thrifting without thinking about op shopping. I did use thrift in this too, guys, because thrift is used more often. I didn't want to write op shop, buy, resell. I just put thrift because it's quick and easy and to the point, and everyone knows what thrift is. Yeah, so I've got all that stuff in the shed. I've got a list yet. Every day I'll do a little bit more. I'll go back and take 5 to 10 photos. And I've always got 5 photos as backup in case something, as my life does and most of our lives do, something always happens to interrupt our flow. So anyway, guys, if you are able to get out hunting, great. If you're not able to get out hunting, buy the book. There's some hints in here how to score some stuff. Be kind. Most of all, be kind. Keep smiling, and I will see you next week sometime. I don't know when, but take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.